giving you an opportunity to get the full story from the people who tell it best. This is Mediacom News Leaders.
I'm Don West. Welcome to Mediacom News Leaders. I'm joined now by the Mayor of Springfield, Ken McClure. Mr. Mayor, welcome to you, sir.
Thank you. It's a privilege to be here.
We are here to cover what is coming up on the November ballot is the renewal of the police fire pension, and it is something that's been in place since 2009, up for a renewal now.
It was originally approved by the voters in 2009, renewed in 2014, and the 5-year sunset is now upon us, 2019. So renewal of a pension tax that first started in 2009.
This will not be a tax increase, but it will continue to help fund the police fire pension program.
That's correct. It's a 3/4 cent sales tax, no increase in taxes, and it's a closed pension plan. It's for those firefighters and police officers who were employed prior to 2009, so we're essentially honoring our commitments to them.
And it has done so much good since it was put in place by the voters.
It was. Back in 2009, we were at 36% funding actuarially. The goal is 100%. We're in the 80s now, so we are within sight of meeting that 100% goal.
And if you get to that 100% goal, then what happens?
At that point, it goes away. So the language of the ballot says it's renewed for 5 years or until 100% funding is reached. We believe that it will be reached within that 5-year time frame, and at that point, the tax does go away.
And so this is for those people who have retired before 2009?
Those
that worked before 2009.
Who were hired prior to 2009.
Gotcha.
So right now we have those who are retired and are receiving retirement benefits from that, but we also have firefighters and police officers hired before 2009 who are still working, but they are covered under this closed system.
And what happens with the people who have been hired since then?
They are under a statewide program. It's called loggers, but it's for local government employees, and it's a much better plan because it has its needs spread throughout the state. We're able to take care of what we need to do locally on that, so it's a much sounder system for us. We're honoring our commitments to those that made their initial hires back before 2009. This plan was set up in 1946, so it's got a long history.
So there will come a time eventually when it is funded 100% and that there won't be any more drawing out of it then, right?
Well, eventually it will go away as the last retirees pass away. That will be certainly several years from now. But we're not adding any new participants to the plan. And so that's the key. It's a closed system, but it also means that we have an obligation to fund that, to make sure that the funding is there for those folks when they do retire.
And who recommended this tax to begin with?
There was a lot of community discussion. There was a specific task force that was appointed, met for months, and talked about the best options. They recommended this. It was then taken to the voters who said, yes, we agree.
So this is coming up on November 5th on your city ballot. Is it only for city voters?
Only for city voters, registered voters residing within the city.
3/4 cent sales tax renewal, not increased, to continue to fund the police fire pension program. Again, since in the last 10 years, it's gone from 36% funded actuarially to 80% now. We're almost to that 100%. And is this a 5-year again?
This is a 5-year period for renewal by state law, so it must sunset within 5 years or 100%, and we believe that we will be there within the next 5 years.
Sounds like a great plan. Mr. Mayor, thank you as always for being here.
Don, thank you. It's been my privilege.
And join us next time here on Mediacom News Leaders.